Eagles and Browns. Michael Vick wearing a Kevlar vest to protect those sore ribs and limited him to 12 preseason plays. Is this a bad omen for Brandon Weeden, Ken?
If my starting quarterback get trapped up under the flag, I'm calling timeout right now.
Six different starting quarterback for the Browns in the last 6 years.
We gonna win and you get trapped up under the flag.
Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie had 2 of Weeden's 4 INTs.
That's one thing we will learn in this league, that the cornerbacks, they can catch passes and they can stay with wide receivers.
Hey, Michael Vick wasn't much better when it came to throwing to the opposition. This time, DeQuell Jackson says, I'll take that, thank you, and it's the Browns' lone touchdown of the day.
Yeah, you got to get out at least make the tackle.
One thing Michael Vick needs to learn, that defenses, they can catch interceptions.
I think he knows that.
He keeps throwing these, he's going to have to wear that vest back to Philadelphia.
4th INT of the game for Vick.
You got to put a neck roll on.
Now, with all those sorts of problems, he still had a chance to lead a game-winning drive. Here, you got to run it on 3rd down.
Do what you do, Mike Vick, and quit listening to all these analysts tell you to sit in the pocket.
Except he fumbles. He recovers his own fumble.
Man, Mike Vick, man, come on, man. They used to use a $110, man. They almost killed him.
The Kevlar vest off of it.
So it's 4th and 1. LaShawn McCoy, how good is he?
Oh, my God, this guy's. Listen, he had about 3 or 4 carries. Big runs called back. This could have been a 200-yard day for him.
Well, they had 456 total yards. You know, Vick had 4 INTs. It could have been 5 if L.J. Ford had hung on to it.
This is the difference between good teams and average teams. Because you make this play, you're off the field, game over.
I think he has Kevlar
you miss this play, you know the end result.
There's a lot of Cleveland fans that are excited you just called him average, by the way. Now it's Vick on 3rd and goal to Clay Harbor for the 4-yard touchdown. And the Eagles, I don't know how they survived, but somehow they win it. 17-16 your final.
Took place in Philadelphia. Ravens and the Eagles. Joe Flacco looking to stay hot. He's your Week 1 Offensive Player of the Week. And Michael Vick trying to bounce back. Yeah, they won in Cleveland, but
he wasn't sure Week 1 Offensive Player of the Year with 4 picks.
4 picks. Good shot to Brent Selleck on the 3rd play of that drive. 4th and 1 for the Eagles. And they convert, but Pelosi not one.
How many times do we see this? Him getting up off the ground a lot.
Well, he carried it 10 times today, was sacked twice, and hit a number of other times. I'm sorry. I love the way Mike Vick plays. As exciting as he is, there's no way he can stay healthy for a full 16 playing like this.
All tied at 7. Another way to turn the football over. Vick and Bryce Brown can't get the exchange down, and recovered by Albert McClellan at the Eagles' 30.
That's just inexcusable.
That's something that dates back to training camp.
Yes.
Handing the ball off.
That means you don't get the football a whole lot going forward the rest of the
Ravens take advantage. How about that throw off his back foot? Joe Flacco, right where he wanted to put it to Jacoby Jones.
To show the accuracy of his back foot and beating the guy off the line of scrimmage. It's a little stutter go here.
And what was that dance at the end?
I don't know.
You don't think? I think what we found out the first 2 weeks of the season is it's going to be the Baltimore Ravens offense leading the way, and the defense is playing second fiddle.
LaShawn McCoy up the middle, hit by Ladarius Webb. Fumble recovered by Ray Lewis.
Did I just say that? Maybe the defense isn't. I didn't say they were bad.
Yeah,
I just think the offense is leading the way. That's all I was saying. No retraction. None.
3rd quarter, the Ravens getting in on the giving the football away act. Flacco intended for Dennis Pitta, intercepted by D'Amico Ryans.
Nice play by D'Amico. Great free agent acquisition you talk about for this defense. Philadelphia is going to need him to play big all year long.
Eagles take advantage. 3rd down and 3 at the Ravens' 23. 6th play of this drive. Vick looking deep to Jeremy Maclin. Eventually going to let it go. Wide open. 23-yard touchdown. Eagles. And 17-14.
What that does, whenever you get a Michael Vick on the perimeter, it draws your defense up. Next thing you know, you have a receiver wide open in your backfield.
Also has a pretty good side end in Brent Selleck. We've seen him once here in this package. Nice time for Michael Vick. Underneath to Selleck. Hurdles Ed Reed. We predicted that.
You called that.
Saw it coming. Saw it coming about 5 yards.
When it happened, Paul said, watch this, a hurdle's coming, and wouldn't you know, Selleck hurdles Ed Reed.
Keep your head up, Ed.
It's the first time I've impressed Tom in 3 years.
Then Paul was insufferable. He was so high on himself after that call.
17-17 after a field goal. Vick to Brent Selleck, picked off by Ray Lewis.
This is the opportunistic guy, Ed Reed, always around the football. He keeps creeping up closer and closer to me in picks.
Covered by Ray Lewis, picked off by Ed Reed.
Consistently for 10 years, it's not luck any longer. It's just being in the right place at the right time.
Yes, it is.
Flacco wants Jacoby Jones down the sidelines. 25-yard score.
That might be the best pass that Joe Flacco makes him on the outside throwing the fade, he has the most accuracy I've seen out of any ball he throws. He's the most accurate on these throws.
And Jacoby creates a little space with a little shove, and that one's coming back.
Pass interference.
They
Baltimore
called an
settles for a
offensive pass
field goal.
interference.
Can you believe that?
Did they really call that?
They did.
Keep these replacement officials around.
Well, they called this a fumble. They called this initially a fumble.
It's give or take. You can only expect him to be good at so many times.
And that is obviously a pass attempt. The Eagles are going to get another opportunity.
Next play, 3rd and goal at the 1. Vic keeps it himself right up the middle. Philadelphia touchdown. Eagles leading by 1.
Well, I can understand why you call a quarterback sneak there or the quarterback draw, and you want him running the football in those situations, but you have to protect him.
4th down and 2 for Joe Flacco. Incomplete.
Wow.
Turnover on downs, and the Eagles come from behind
That's
to
huge
win
win.
at home.
Big win.
And they win despite
win.
turning the football over 4 times.
4 interceptions last
But
week.
you can't keep living like that. You can't keep living like that.
That's
Turning
right.
the football over, it's going to catch up with you sooner or later.
Philadelphia, 1-point win over Baltimore.
Defeated segment, Michael Vick and the 2-0 Eagles taking on the guy he used to back up in Philly, Kevin Cobb, now leading the 2-0 Cardinals. First quarter, Cards up 3-zip, and Cobb looking for the rookie out of Notre Dame, Michael Floyd. Little assist here, and then Floyd, and you gotta celebrate it, Mike.
Look at your big fella right there. Dion. Was that? You heard that, Dion.
You know, the Eagles.
What did he say?
Yeah, that was that Numdy.
They were 2-0 despite leading the league in turnovers. Michael Vick
Had 6 turnovers and still was 2-0. But you can't keep doing it.
Prime, was that Namdi?
Y'all need to stop, man.
Now, he was ruled down. However, Ken Wisenhunt's like, no, that's a fumble. So let's challenge it. They did.
Oh, Vic?
They had 3 more turnovers in this game.
3 more, Rick.
Drive would result in a punt for Arizona, but they wouldn't punt here. Cobb to Larry Fitzgerald, who became the youngest player ever in the 700 club.
That was a wonderful play on Numney right there. He went right up and caught that ball. What do you mean? I'm just saying.
Why you have to say who was on,
You
man?
can't size on size. Larry's great at playing size on side. I said that on game day morning. Just confirming
Well, this Arizona defense, nobody's giving them any love, but Prime will in a second. They had 5 sacks. That one by O'Brien.
Poorly
Schofield.
diagram play.
Oh,
And then end of the half, Eagles
you
trying to get
gotta
on the
see
board.
him.
Terry Rhodes crushes him. James Sanders, who's that, Dion?
James who?
Sanders.
With your last name, Sanders. What you think he gonna do in the end? Huh? What do you think?
Marshall, whose fault is that,
The
Marshall?
Cardinals are 3-0 for the first time since 1974 when they were in St. Louis, and Jim Hart was the quarterback. Own it, Kevin Cobb.
Jim Hart.
Yeah. We want to welcome those of you that just watched the completion of the game between the Giants and the Eagles. Brian Dawkins, it looks like he still wants to suit up.
I'm the
Go
only
ahead, though.
one.
I
I'm
like
the
it.
only
I
one
like
that
that.
called
I like
this
that.
right
I
here.
like that.
All right,
I like
wait,
that.
let's get this on the record. I'm the only one that called the Philly game, and my first bold prediction to come true for the year.
Second quarter, Nnamdi Asomugha gets poked in the eye by Ramses Barden.
Phenomenal.
So he had to go back, get some eye drops, went to the locker room, got checked out. He's like, get off me, man.
No, Michael called a check on him. Make
Plus,
sure
he had the
he's
kid playing flat top working. I like that part. Okay, O.C. Umanura,
Yeah, you're offside, buddy.
Yeah, LaShawn McCoy said the ballerina's offsides.
Watch
So that keeps the
the
drive
ball.
alive for the Eagles here in the second quarter.
Oh, Michael, great call on the Eagles today.
And then 3rd and 9 from the Giants 19, Michael Vick, the touch to Deshaun Jackson. And we want to highlight the move here, which was very impressive on the 19-yard score. Look at what he does to Corey Webster. Michael, this is a pro move. He peeks back in, right?
Hey, this dude here, man, he's so quick. And right now, you're hoping the guy looks, as soon as he looks back, yeah, that's the kick. I used to run that route. I tried it with
You got a corner, stay outside. You got a safety inside. I don't understand it.
Fine.
I really don't
That
understand these
move
guys.
might beat the
It's
corner,
fighting.
but I need my safety to have eyes on him because he can see him and the quarterback.
The safety did. He thought he had outside the help.
Third quarter, Giants down 10-3. Eli looking for Dominic Hickson. Good to see him back healthy.
Wonderful job on
Back shoulder
that.
fade.
Wonderful job on that back
Great.
shoulder.
3 plays later, Manning to Salsa. Victor Cruz.
Hey, talk about that, Marshall, how that linebacker should have gotten up under that. That was a perfectly designed, you called it.
Yeah, well,
perfectly
the
designed.
quarterback jumped outside expecting inside help from the linebacker and never got there.
4th and 1, Manning.
Perfect defense.
Victor Cruz beats Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
Young corners, when you have a blitz on the defense, get inside and take the inside away. That's where the route and the ball is going.
Make them throw the longer route.
4th quarter right now, as we change ends in a 13-10 Eagles game. Oh no.
Eli never saw him.
DRC. Where are you running? Where are you running? Where are you?
He's from Florida. He's supposed to break it out.
Man.
Led to an Alex Henry field goal.
He never saw him.
He was looking for Martellus Bennett. Well, by the way, he's looking more and more like Shug Knight.
Regardless, it was a fourth, bro.
Ben Manning for Ramses Barden had a huge night on that Thursday night game.
How does Ramses Barden
Well, they'll give us a
someone?
solo. They're going to give us a solo shot. Oh, here it is right there.
Beat Namdi.
There you go.
Wear at least size 14 shoes.
I'm not going to say anything.
You cannot
about
beat
that.
me deep if you wear size 14 shoes.
Now in Eagles territory, play action Manning to Dominic Hickson for 41.
You're going to say nothing about that, man. I said beat Namdi
I
like
just
that.
said if you wear size 14 shoes, how you going to beat me deep? Your feet too big.
So what should they say about Namdi?
Well, here's Namdi again, Michael.
Hey,
What did
that
he
was
say?
a
Look,
nice
come
release.
on. What you want? What you want? What
Two
you want?
plays later, second and goal, Manning to Bear Pasco. I mean,
They won the game.
if he grew up and was anything other than a football player, I mean, what else would he do? Zookeeper, I guess, with Bear Pasco. 17-60 at that point. Here we go. It's always shady in Philadelphia.
Shady got some nice feet.
This is why they give the Giants so much. They're so fast, Marshall. By the end of the game, they were so tired from chasing these guys around.
Marty Martinway does a great job at negating the rush with the running game.
No
Do what
auto.
you do, Mike Vick.
That would gain 13 yards and move the chains to the Giants'
Right here, let's talk to
23.
this. Let's talk.
See, that bothers me. Just run out of bounds. Trying to get those extra yards, that's when you get hit.
Now on second and 2, McCoy, he ran for a $123 in the game inside the Giants' 10. 3 plays later, third and goal from the 2. What do you do with it? Michael Vick rolling out. Don't throw the INT. Instead, it's the OSI. OC with the sack. Settle for an Alex Henry field goal to put him up 19-17.
No
Giants
turnover.
ensuing drive. Nice return by David Wilson. Manning. Oh, no, we've seen... Oh, bad snap. Pick it up.
It's a good job by Eli. That's
Just
hands
get
up
rid of
football
it.
right there.
Yeah.
See, that's
You cannot take that sack. You cannot take this. That's a veteran quarterback that's cool, calm, and collective, making a smart play.
That's great
Brilliant
job.
play.
So now 3rd and 10 from their own 35. Manning to Victor Cruz. He's going to be a little shy of the first down. We got to go for it. We know that. We don't have any timeouts left. So on 4th and 1, Manning, who's he going to look for? Remember, there's no Akeem Nicks in this game. He's out injured, so he's got to go for Ramses Barden.
Oh, my God.
And DRC's all over
That
it.
was a mugging.
DRC?
No.
Yeah, PI on me.
That's a mugging.
Now why?
Why?
4th and 1.
Beat.
I know, but why even play in that position?
Manning again for Barden. Incomplete, but we got another
Job,
one.
Namdi.
Pass interference again on Nnamdi Asomugha.
Listen, Barton
not
got
gonna
so
feel
tired of
well.
them PI'd him, he decided to get him back.
2 plays later, Manning to Barden. Do we have another flag? Are you kidding me?
It ain't Namdi.
Barton got him back. He said they've been PI'ing me.
This time it
get
is
him back.
Barden called for pass interference.
Good job, Namdi.
Pushes the Giants back to the Eagles 36.
That's a great play by Namdi right there.
So here we go. Lawrence Tynes from 54 yards out to win it. It is prime time, and it is no good. But guess who called timeout?
Oh, no, not again.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
We saw Joe Philbin do that last week.
They need to trim that mustache.
So now Tynes from 54.
Prime time.
Oh, and it is true right down the middle, just a underclubbed.
Oh! Sorry, Deion, he's not going prime time today.
No, he won't. You got that right.
Look at this.
It's right on the money. It's right there. Not enough mustard.
Yeah.
So you needed to hit
We
the
got a
floor.
kicker that will go prime time
He
today.
stopped on 20th in prime.
Kind of a dog game the first half turned into a thriller in the final 30 minutes. So the Eagles improved to 3-1 with the 19-17 win. Michael Vick, another game-winning drive, and afterward, he stopped by to chat it up with our Jeff Darlington. Many happy returns for Pittsburgh. You had James Harrison back from that bum knee. Troy Polamalu back with that sore calf. Rashard Mendenhall, torn ACL, is all good to go. And remember this from Michael Vick last week?
You know, the thing I know how to do is protect the football when I need to. And, you know, just don't throw it around guys who are covered up.
Okay, so he's confident.
He didn't really mean that.
No, not in the red zone especially. Hit by Ryan Clark. Larry Foote recovers, and Marty Gilliard, his teammate, saying, so about that whole turnover thing you were talking about.
He was just playing.
Vic's 10th turnover this season. Are you kidding me?
I'm telling you, he was just playing. See what he had meant. Now.
Larry Foote recovers this one again, but it's not Foote, but rather the calf of Polamalu that has us talking. Done for the day, re-aggravated the injury. Well, you got to wonder, he's just going to be the same guy ever again. Vic with his 5th lost fumble. That's the most in the NFL this year. Still scoreless in the second. Big Ben. Little flare out to Rashard Mendenhall. Good to see him back after he tore his ACL in the last regular season game. This is actually a lateral. Marshall, he's a difference maker.
He is. I'm impressed by all 3 of these backs that tore their ACLs, and now they're back. Listen, that used to be a tough injury. They balling, man.
That's a rushing TD, 14 carries for 81 yards. Then Roethlisberger to Antonio Brown for 18 yards. But look at what happens. Kirk Coleman not only brings him down, but
throws his shoes.
Gets rid of the cleat.
Well, that's the way to stop him. That's the way to stop him.
I said a size 12, not a 10.5.
Arguably, this is one of the best receiving corps in the game.
Steelers field goal made it 10-zip at the break. Third quarter, Vic. He's fumbled 8 times this year, guys. I mean,
what had happened? So
when he can take out the ball when he needs to, though.
3 plays later, Vic. Wow, give it to LaShawn McCoy. He'll hang on to it.
Hey, Shady.
They don't call him cut on a dime 25 for nothing.
Now watch how you do that.
80 total yards on that.
That's bad.
Fourth quarter, Eagles down 6. What in the name of Barry Switzer is Andy Reid doing? Going for it on 4th and 1.
Hold on with Barry Switzer. That's my man.
I got it, but there's 13 minutes to go, and he's out of 30.
And what?
He barely got there. LaShawn McCoy.
But listen, that's a tough yard to get when you're a guy that's used to running an open space.
So why don't we try it again?
And he got it.
Okay. All right.
Stang is bigger than Barry Switzer.
I'm with you now.
It's my fishing buddy, too, by the way.
So, 3rd and goal. Michael Vick, say what you want about the first few weeks. He has led some game-winning drives. This touchdown pass to Brent Selleck. PFT's good. Eagles with a 1-point lead. But, you have left too much time for Big Ben. That takes us to our drive of the day presented by Mercedes-Benz. Took over with 5 and change to go. Roethlisberger. Of course, sidestepping somebody and then hitting Antonio Brown for 20.
Well, you have small guys that can work the middle like Brown and Cruz. Unbelievable, man.
He said he was going after Borkin, too. He's a snicker.
And then a little flare out to Mendenhall for
great
15.
Play. Good blocking, big fella. Lay heavy. You don't have to lay long.
I like the way that ball was.
Michael Vick, just a spectator, just wondering, am I going to have one more chance maybe to put it on the ground? We'll see.
You need to stop.
3 plays later with 2 minutes to go, Roethlisberger. Emmanuel Sanders, we're moving the chains.
They do have a great group of receivers over there.
That sets up a shot at a game-winning field goal. Sean squeeze him. Just squeeze him. He wants a shot. Big Ben is like, can we have Monday and Tuesday off, Coach, if he makes it?
Right down the
good.
They do it right at Pittsburgh.
27th game-winning drive of Roethlisberger's career. Celebrate.
It's going to win? Mm-hmm. Well, that win was going to be tough to come by. Matthew Stafford, not a real strong start. Same thing for Michael Vick in this game.
Something we've seen
Waiting for these offenses to get going. Vick fumbling the snap, does dive on it to maintain possession.
It was bad football. It was. For the first 30 minutes, it was bad football.
Kept looking at the scoreboard, waiting for it to change.
These are two of the more potent, potentially more potent offenses in the league.
Suppose that was Vick's only fumble a day?
Probably not.
That was not. You're correct.
Law of averages.
4 plays later, 2nd and 7. Vick fumbles the snap.
I tell you what, that's elementary football.
It is. I mean,
quarterback center exchange.
The center says first thing on your list of things.
He was not ready.
Don't snap the football at the head of your quarterback when he's not looking.
It's a good rule. Stephen Tulloch, though, happy to pounce on that one. 2nd quarter. 1st down and 5 here. Matthew Stafford looking for Calvin Johnson. Even when he's double covered, you can throw it to him.
Because he still may go up and get it.
But he hits Nnamdi Asomugha in stride.
Again, I mean, they've made hay by doing just that in the last year plus.
Michael Vick going to give it back. A lot of pressure there in the pocket. Lewis Delmas with the pick.
If you played safety in this game, you knew you were going to get some opportunity to make plays. Just sit back and wait.
Again, it was first 30 minutes, bad football.
Michael Vick, little flick to LaShawn McCoy, finds his way across the stripe. Eagles up 7-6 at halftime.
Needs to be used more. Come on, Mark Morton. Come on.
We say that every week.
Every week.
Every single week.
They don't watch our show? Come on.
No.
Not while they're playing.
Listen,
Fourth quarter. That is a completion from Matthew Stafford to Calvin Johnson. Tried to leap in, doesn't quite make it. Pushed out by Kurt Coleman, 1st and goal on the 1.
For the 5th time this year, the Detroit Lions trailing in the 4th quarter of a football game.
Matthew Stafford now up in play action. We don't often see number 9 keep it himself, but when you're this open,
take it, keep
How
it.
about when you have 2 defenders on Calvin Johnson?
He just did the LT little flip there.
My guess has got to be as well that when you're game planning for the Lions, trying to stop Matthew Stafford from running the football is not high on your list of priorities.
16-13 now, inside of 6 minutes left. Vic to a wide open Jeremy Maclin. There he goes, 70-yard score.
On the goalpost. I mean, how can a guy get that?
Okay, so
wide
now
open?
You're at home. You're at home, right? You have a 10-point lead with 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go. You will have to salt that away if, in fact, you are a playoff team that can win a championship.
Well, this is not moving in that direction, Tom. That's Nate Burleson, 17-yard score, 3-point lead at 23-20.
Nate's on the all-celebration team, but they're still down 3.
Stafford now looking for, who else? Calvin Johnson, flushed out to his left.
And you know why this is happening? Because they can't run the football. They don't commit to running the football to end a game.
Well, he was initially ruled out of bounds. Play was reviewed. He did keep both feet in. Lions kicked a field goal.
That's impressive.
With no time remaining, so we are headed to overtime. Jim Schwartz says first down. He said he's very happy.
Jim Harbaugh ran across the field, slapped him on the back.
Eagles forced the punt. And Matt McBriar punting to Stephon Logan. Fields the punts. And he's eventually going to be hit hard by Akeem Jordan. Ball comes out.
Guess what? Lands in his belly.
Oh, my God. That's
Pops in the air.
Yes, you know it's your day.
Logan recovers it.
That football definitely bounces and
rolls over.
Right back to Logan. Wow.
How about that?
The Lions ball at midfield. 5 plays later, they're facing 4th down and 3. 45 yards, Jason Hanson. Yes?
Of course it's yes.
And yes, it is.
Again, you can't have any sympathy for the Eagles. Then they're in their own building with a 10-point lead with 5 minutes to go, and Jim Schwartz is beyond excited.
He should be.
But you know
he
what?
Needed that win.
Maybe this is the spark that the Lions are looking for to get them back on track. It's been a very rough start to the season, but the Eagles, look, I'm at a loss for words in explaining what.
Falcons, Eagles, welcome back. Your dreams, I'm not going to push you in a wheelchair today. Your dreams were your ticket. Andy Reid's Eagles undefeated coming off a bye. New DC, Todd Bowles had the tough task of stopping the undefeated Falcons. Falcons' first possession, Matt Ryan throws to a wide open Drew Davis for a touchdown. Why can't it be someone I actually started in fantasy? Drew Davis. Watch the replay again. Yeah, Eagles are thinking fantasy too. Yeah, there's Roddy White. Oh, no, it was a fake to Roddy White, a fake to Julio Jones. Not going to fall for that again. Falcons opening drive used almost 9 minutes of clock. Following an Eagles 3-and-out, Matt Ryan looking for Roddy White. Pass is incomplete, but there comes the flag. What happened on this one? Take a look. You see pass interference. Michael Kendricks grabs Roddy White trying to cross the middle of the field. That's going to get a pass interference call every time. Second time in 2 drives, the Eagles defense is penalized on 3rd down. So 2 plays later, 2nd and goal, Matt Ryan finds Jason Snelling. Why can't it be someone I started in fantasy? Jason Snelling! Falcons have a 14-0 lead. Second quarter, finally the Eagles get the ball. Michael Vick hadn't had a completed pass, and Matt Ryan had completed balls to 7 different people. Here, Vick pulls the ball down, decides I'm going to try to run for this first down myself. Shades of the old Michael Vick, and he doesn't fumble. How about that? 7 plays later, 1st and goal at the 2. LaShawn McCoy takes the handoff, runs right. He is into the end zone. Stiff arms Asante Samuel there. That was a nice one. Eagles trail 14-7. Falcons have the ball, 2nd and 14 from their own 37, 3rd play of the drive. Ryan looking deep for Julio Jones. And that's going to be a touchdown. 63 yards, Matt Ryan would throw for 262 and 3 scores of the game. The closest White came to being tackled right there was there when Roddy White ran into him at the end of the play. Watch this. He just beats Nnamdi Asomugha off the line, outruns him down the sideline. You don't see that happening that often. Clip and save that one, Julio Jones. That doesn't happen to Nnamdi Asomugha. Falcons will lead 24-7 at halftime. 3rd quarter, Falcons leading 24-10. Ryan throws left to Julio Jones, follows his blockers. 37 yards later, down to the Eagles 31, Jones 5 for 123 and a score. Take another look at this. If you get fantasy points for blocking, Roddy White's going to help you out right there. Look at that block on Asamoah. This is a game Nnamdi Asamoah is going to say, can we burn the tape? I just want to burn the tape. I don't want to watch it on Tuesday, Coach. Please, I promise. Drive would end in a Matt Bryant field goal. Falcons get the ball back. They lead 27-10. Jacquizz Rodgers takes the handoff, runs right, makes a few Eagles miss, goes back left, 43 yards. Look at Jacquizz. First and 10 at the Eagles' 29. I'd be tired too. Take another look. This movie puts on Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. This one is sick. This is why he's a playmaker in the backfield, and Michael Turner's worried about his job. Whoops. Drive would end in another Matt Bryant 30-yard field goal. Falcons lead 30-10. Todd Bowles' defense is just getting gashed. Fourth quarter now. Eagles have the ball. 3rd and goal at the Falcons 7. Vick throws it left to LaShawn McCoy, who takes it in. Eagles now trail 20-17. Could this be an Eagles comeback? After all, they're undefeated off the bye. Falcons have the ball. Matt Ryan looking for Tony Gonzalez. Rolling right. Finds him, but he can't bring it in for the first down. So the Falcons have to punt. For the first time in the game, 5 minutes left to go, they had their first punt. After the punt, Michael Vick throwing deep down the middle, intended for Deshaun Jackson. Eagles turn the ball over on downs in a rainstorm at this point. Following a Falcons 3 and out, Michael Vick, after the Eagles get the ball back, looking, throws right, but short. Stanley Avili can pick it up. Falcons win it by the score of 30-17. They dance on the sidelines, and Andy Reid has lost after a bye for the first time.
Score the Saints on top of the Eagles. Let's get to the highlight, Amber.
Andy Reid, 3 straight losses, now 4. 3 coming in. Michael Vick had 13 turnovers this season coming into this game. That was 3rd in the NFL. And in the first quarter, Michael Vick is sacked.
This is that pressure we were talking about, Willie.
Up the middle, up the A-gaps. They getting right after him, but he didn't even get a chance to stop and set his feet. I mean, they were already on top of him.
3-step, 5-step, 7-step, it wouldn't have mattered.
Just saw the offensive line coach, Howard Mudd, all up in their faces. Here's Bryce Brown running for 40 yards down to the Saints.
This
5.
Eagles team had 100 yards rushing in the first quarter, folks.
Well, 2nd and goal, they have an opportunity. Vick's pass, though, is deflected there. Selleck couldn't get his hands off on it. Patrick Robinson has it. Returns it 99 yards for the touchdown. The Saints lead 7-0. You know our good friend Darren Sharper?
Yeah, he's not so happy right now.
He's not so happy because that actually ties Darren's record for the longest interception.
Look at him hating on his former team.
Wow. For a touchdown, 99
That's not
yards.
good, Darren?
Yeah. He had a choice few words on my text to me earlier today as well.
2nd quarter now, going for it on 4th and 1. LaShawn McCoy right.
Shady.
Picks up the first down and a whole lot more.
You know what? This is the key to success. I mean, look at all the open guys there. He's still making a miss. This is what, I hate to say it, this is what you got to do if you want to have even a chance of being successful in Philadelphia right now.
But would they capitalize on 3rd and goal? It's incomplete to Deshaun Jackson.
You got to dive for
Take
that
another
ball.
look.
You got to make a better effort for that ball.
Roman Harper crossed his path, his vision path, but you know what? Willie and I were talking, the great ones, they find a way to make those plays.
Mark Ingram for the Saints fighting his way for a 23-yard gain. Darren Sproles, remember, is out with that broken
with a
hand.
purpose right there.
Yeah, he was a little angry. Right after I called him out for not doing anything, he kind of shows me up.
He didn't hear that, though, did he?
Here's Chris Ivory. This is your boy.
About time you get him active. I've been crying for this guy all year. I mean, he is an emotional punch that every offense needs. You got to find a way to get him active.
Saints led 14-3 at that point. Drew Brees goes to work. He hits Jimmy Graham for 17 yards down to the Eagles' 29-yard line.
DB was glad to have Big Jimmy Graham back tonight.
2nd and goal, Brees to Marcus Colston. 1-yard touchdown in the Saints.
Great block by the ref.
Yeah, Nnamdi didn't like that block.
Yeah,
but,
let's take a closer look there. Watch Nnamdi Asamoah.
This is just good route running. You actually practice this stuff. You try to picture where that ref is going to be, a little rub, a little pick route. Hey.
Halftime
all
score,
the teams do it.
21-3 Saints.
Here we go. 3rd quarter, Drew Brees would lose the football. Brandon Graham got to him. Graham actually gets the fumble recovery as well. So there's a turnover. Eagles get the ball back. What do they do with it? A little play fake. You knew he was going to take a shot here, and he has a wide open Deshaun Jackson.
That's just unfair. That's just unfair. That should be against the law.
Touch the ground.
Absolutely.
Patrick Robinson.
That's when you fake a hamstring before he jukes you out. So you have an excuse. Coach, I pulled my hammy.
77-yard touchdown.
Highlight.
Or low light.
Here's your momentum swing because the kickoff after that is a fumble.
Yeah.
Tavares Cadet hit, gives it up. Brandon Hughes recovers, but the Eagles can't get anything going. They get a short field. Will Smith gets a sack here. They're going to have to settle for the field goal. Could have been a huge swing. Instead, it's 21-13. What do the Saints do? What does Drew Brees do? Well, he steps out of a sack, and he hits Lance Moore. That's good for 23. That's going to get it to the 30.
Is there anyone better, Willie, in the pocket than Drew Brees?
So we were talking about this. Here's a guy that has somebody hanging off the bottom of his foot. He keeps his eyes downfield, moves over a little bit, and still makes the throw.
And eventually gets a Jimmy Graham touchdown pass for 6 yards. 28-13. Again, it's up to the kickoff. This looked beautiful.
I was excited about this play.
This looked beautiful. This is Brandon Boykin throwing it back to Riley Cooper. It's not a Music City miracle. It's not in any way that, because look at it again. And first of all, look at Cooper on the floor.
He's hiding out in the woods.
Sniper.
You don't see me. I'm not here. But the problem is, as you clearly see, it's a forward pass and a wounded duck at that.
You gotta execute
duck hunting
that.
season.
You got to execute that better than that.
You can't put a Georgia Bulldog in a crucial situation like that. That's really what it is.
You're talking about Boykin with the throw?
Absolutely.
Riley Cooper is a Gator, by the way. So that thing gets wiped off. We go to the fourth quarter. This is the same possession after that botched would-be return. Will Smith gets a sack. 5-yard loss there. Eagles eventually have to punt. Now the Saints get it. Breeze brought down by Jason Babin. Pierre Thomas, though, falls on it, backs up his guy. Saints are forced to punt, but it could have been worse. Could have fumbled deep in their own end. So the Eagles get it now. And this is when they made some plays in the second half. Vic got out of the pocket a bit, gets 15 yards, gets to the 43. 6 plays later, they're driving. They're on the 11. Brent Selleck gets first down yardage. That's 6 yards. That gets him down to the 5. So maybe, just maybe, we're getting something here. But
maybe it's not happening.
Second and goal.
This is another one of the times. I mean, he didn't even get to the end of his drop, and he got 4 or 5 guys in his face. They made this defense for the Saints look like the pass rush of the Giants.
There's Cameron Jordan there. That was after Demetrius Bell false start. And then Selleck hit by Curtis Lofton. And that is a fumble.
A couple bad plays by Selleck in the red zone.
Yeah.
They won for a big-time touchdown in this one to end the game. You got to give yourself a chance.
Andrew, I got to say, Darren just texted me.
Yes, Darren Sharper?
Sharper. He said he was not thumbs down on Patrick Robinson's TD. He was thumb down on 42 for the Saints dropping an interception.
I have a confession.
Darren, I got you covered, buddy.
I have a confession.
He's right there.
Yeah, we were in the edit room.
That was a little bit later.
We were in the edit room, and the editors thought it would be very funny.
Yeah, we tried to throw some low blows in there.
And I didn't try to stop them.
Both teams 3-5. First time in 22 years. Both squads coming in this meeting sub 500. So a lot of pressure on Romo.
Is that Gray coming out of there? He has a right.
First quarter, Vic to Riley Cooper. Look at this effort.
Good location with the throw. Nice one-hand catch by Riley Cooper. Concentrate on the ball and get both feet down now. Inbounds, he does. Does he possess it through the process? Yes. Touchdown.
Every score is reviewed in the NFL. He's loving life at 7-zip. But then Tony Romo to Felix Jones. How many missed tackles can you have in a 10-yard?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You can't stop counting until you get to 7, which is the number of
See
points.
what happened. See, you were supposed to do that. That's what they saying on the sideline.
Same score in the second quarter. Now keep an eye on Michael Vick, who's going to scramble. You always worry about Michael Vick when he's out of the pocket because that happens. Banged his head on the turf there. Jay Ratliff then falls on top of him, so there's another 300-pounder on top of you.
At least.
And then Vick, pressured, throws it away, but Ernie Sims trying to hold him up on this play. He ends up falling, hitting the turf again, and that was it for Michael Vick, who was diagnosed with a concussion.
Oh, boy.
So Nick Foles, the third-round pick out of Arizona, they've been begging to see him in Philly. Well, guess what?
Here he is.
You get your chance.
Do you want what you got when you get what you wanted?
Down 10-7, yeah, what he said.
Oh, say it real slow.
Yeah, almost picked off by Orlando Scandrick, who had it.
Remember we practiced this in training camp?
Yeah, third quarter, still 10-7. Foles, plenty of time here from that much maligned Eagles offensive line. Looking for Jeremy Maclin, who is...
Some time, make a play, busted coverage.
It's like a punt.
And he gets open, Prime.
It had to be a blown coverage. Great throw by the young quarterback.
Eagles take a 14-10 lead. 2 Cowboys possessions later. Romo just keep it alive.
Houdini. Look at him.
Oh, look at that twice.
David Blaine.
To Miles Austin for the 25-yard gain. You know, Tony Romo gets criticized so much for keeping plays alive, then making a mistake. Not there.
He's a gunslinger.
And he gunslings it again. Dez Bryant battling through injuries. That's a man-sized play.
That's what we expect out of Dez Bryant. Make the big play in the end zone to score points. We've seen him drop this a few times. This one's a great catch.
Once again, all scoring plays are reviewed. Did the ball move just a little bit? They say no.
Great focus. Great focus.
Andy Reid can't believe it. We're tied at 17. On to the fourth. It's up to Nick Foles, the rookie. He's the first Arizona quarterback to throw a pass in the NFL since 1973. That ain't a good one. This is picked off by Anthony Spencer. However, there's a flag on the field because Morris Claiborne called for holding Riley Cooper.
Away from the play.
Had nothing to do with the play.
So Foles gets away with one there. Later in the drive, the Eagles punting on 4th and 8. Dwayne Harris returning.
One or two reasons. He's a big player, boo-boo. And the punter, all the punter needs to do is get to the sideline and make him cut back.
Punters aren't people.
78 yards on that score. Andy Reid. Great googly moogly. Jason Garrett and the Cowboys are up 24-17. Eagles trying to come back. Foles looking for Deshaun Jackson, but it's tipped and picked by Brandon Carr. 47 yards.
Now, you want what you get. When you get what you wanted. There you go.
31-17 at this point. Hey, you're going to throw a rookie who's probably not getting a whole lot of reps in practice right into the fire.
Gets the scout team.
The scout team's
That's it.
Step down from that Dallas D.
Cards. Yep.
It's not a card. This is not a card, kid.
Under 3 minutes to go. Foles hits Demarius Johnson. This is a big play. 32 yards. Gets it down toward the goal line. Rob Ryan.
How did he fall?
He can't quite understand it. So now 1st and goal. Stanley Havili. He gets in.
We have a one-possession game.
But the Eagles have missed the extra point, so they're down 8. So what do you have to do?
Well, you probably have to onside kick this.
And don't kick it to Jason Witten, who has the most receptions in Cowboys history. He's got pretty good hands.
Good execution of the hands team.
Yeah. Cowboys would go 3 and out, so one last chance. You only got to drive the length of the field and under a minute to go, but this ain't good either.
Church's money on the ground.
Jason Hatcher falls on it, and how about them Cowboys? A huge win in the city of brotherly love. RG3 looking very patriotic, facing another rookie, the 3rd-round pick out of Arizona,
You got to win
Nick
when you
Foles.
come out with a flag.
Michael Vick, by the way, still bothered by concussion issues. It doesn't look like he's going to play for a while. Just to keep you updated there.
Would you want to come back?
Got a concussion too.
Not to this team. In and out of the midst of Brett Selleck.
Come on, D-Hall.
Yeah, D'Angelo
Hit it.
Set up RG3 touchdown toss to Darrell Young.
Hold D-Hall.
Next Eagles possession, 3rd and 21. I don't know what you're dialing up on that play, but it ain't good. Brandon Merriweather in his first game of the
that
year.
one on Vic.
That's where you come back.
Foles 21 of 46 for 204.
Wow.
2nd quarter, Redskins up. Can't see the plays because he can't get his hair out of his eyes. That's probably the problem. 2nd quarter, RG3 faking the reverse and looking for the 2nd-year man, Aldrick Robinson out of SMU.
How do you get that open? Well, I think Nunman was trying to push him towards the safety.
No, watch this, Mike. Watch it. Watch it
Trying to
carefully.
say safety, right? He was looking for safety.
Watch it carefully, Mike. Watch.
See? Yeah, he's waiting on the safety.
Where I come from, the man that's in front of you is your man. That's where I was born.
I think DRC was asking the same thing. Where?
Like, come on, man.
What?
Oh, that's Nunman, man.
17-3 Washington at the break.
Help, man.
3rd quarter.
It ain't been help all year.
The 2nd overall pick out of Baylor, perhaps excited because they beat number 1 Kansas State on Saturday. The heave. Oh, and look at this catch by Santana
When
Moss.
you reach down to your knee to throw the ball, you just having fun out there, man. It's a playground.
Way to go up and get a ball, Santana Moss. That group has given up so many big plays in the National Football League. Santana Moss takes another one.
RG3, 14 of 15 for 200 and 4 touchdowns. He ran for 84 more, by the way.
Wow.
Fourth quarter, it gets worse if it possibly can. LaShawn McCoy gets rocked by Medea Williams. Down for the play. Early reports are concussion. He will be reevaluated as the week goes on. Eagles have now lost 6 in a row.
Let's go check out the highlights. Andy Reid coming into this game, 6 straight losses, first time as a head coach. Nick Foles backing up for Michael Vick, and there's Cam Newton in the first quarter. Panthers trailing 3-0.
Nice.
Newton to Gary Barnridge.
Nice. Nobody was even covering him there.
No, but he moved the safety with his eyes. That's good progression.
Newton's pumped up on that one. They lead 7-3.
Nice.
Same score again, Newton.
Nice. There's nobody covering him.
Accurate throw.
Was there a secondary? Were the Eagles secondary out
They
there?
were playing with 10.
All right, well, the Panthers lead 14-3. Todd Bowles trying to figure out what was going on there. Next Eagles possession, Deshaun Jackson on a 2-yard gain. He is injured, taken to the locker room with a sternum and collarbone injury. X-rays were negative, but he did not return. Second quarter now. Eagles possession, Bryce Brown.
Yeah.
The 7th-round pick, set 65 yards for the touchdown. Eagles would go for the 2-point conversion attempt and would fail, so the Eagles trail 14-12. Eagles led, though, 15-14 at the half.
Here we go, third quarter, 2nd and 11. Cam Newton, Lewis Murphy. Now, this time they covered him up and they threw a flag. They just
Now, is that a
they couldn't
nice
stop it.
That was real nice. That was the stuff we saw last year from Cam Newton and these boys, and the wide receivers, backs, and tight ends.
They get
Nice
DRC for PI. They decline it. It's good for 55. Now third down. Now Cam's on the run. This is 3 plays later. Now this is the old Cam Newton.
Yes, it is.
He gets a first down, gets him into the red zone.
You know, he did this last year, showing the ability to make plays when the play breaks down.
He did this last year too. He went Superman. I am Superman, and he could jump over the goal
And
line.
then he goes, you.
What was that?
That's the Superman.
It's something that was cool, so you didn't know about
About 9 years ago.
Yeah, it was.
21-15.
Come
Cam
back,
Newton
Soldier Boy.
ran for 20. Oh, you did not do Soldier Boy.
Come back.
Yeah.
Soldier Boy is the worst rapper to ever have a #1 hit.
Yeah.
Ever, of all time. Nick Foles, intended for Jeremy Maclin. They get Haruki Nakamura, though, for pass interference.
Haruki Nakamura gets a horrible call called him. That's not defensive pass interference.
I agree. But it puts it down to the 5-yard line, and on the very next play, Bryce Brown has not started a game since his senior year in high school. You know that?
Hey.
Wichita, Kansas.
This is his coming out part. Yeah, this is coming out part. He ran the ball well today, except for the fumbleitis.
Yeah.
22-21, and here's the fumbleitis.
One of them.
Yeah. Thomas Davis recovers. Charles Johnson ripped it out. Second fumble of the game. He had 2 scores. He also had 2 fumbles. Leads to a Graham Gano field goal in a 24-22 game. Now we go to the fourth quarter.
That man is not happy right there.
No, not at all. 4th and inches. Bryce Brown denied. Frank Alexander there. No gain. So Ron Rivera takes over on downs. Next play, Cam Newton dials it up for Steve Smith. Down to the 29. 5 plays later.
A little spin of the ball, a little old
that's
attitude, Steve Smith.
2nd and goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, the old Cam Newton.
That's what we saw a lot.
Here's the
And
highlight.
probably one of the toughest guys to stop in the red zone. He was their biggest weapon last year doing that.
Problem is, Graham Gano missed the extra point. So it's still a 1-possession game. Then Brandon Boykin fumbled.
That's what you get from Georgia players. You know what I mean?
Says the Auburn guy. Wow.
Well, listen, I can't talk about Auburn right now. Let's stay on Georgia. But that's what
Isn't Georgia lined up? Isn't Georgia lined up for the possible
Auburn is not the cream of the crop.
Hey, let's stay on Georgia.
Since that guy left.
The Cowboys and the Eagles down in Arlington. Oh, sizzle, sizzle. Sizzle, sizzle to those 2 coaches. Nice. Second quarter, waning moments of the first half. Cowboys down 11. Tony Romo to, the 88 club.
Ooh. You know, you can just say what you want. The last couple of games, this kid has been really making some plays and playing some really wonderful football.
7 plays later, just over a buck remaining. Romo to his BFF, who is wide OPEN.
How does that happen? Leading receivers wide open.
Led to a DeMarco Murray 1-yard
Especially
plunge.
82. Chris, you said it's his BFF.
Yeah, it is. It is. Third quarter, Cowboys down a touch. 3rd and 1. DeMarco Murray playing for the first time since week 6. That bad hoof trying to find his way, and he does for 27
Michael, you
yards.
said it. They are a different team when 29 is healthy. And honestly, he looks like he's gimping a little bit there. Let this boy get healthy.
When you play against the Philadelphia Eagles.
3 plays later, 3rd and 2, Romo to Dez.
That's what they are.
Bryant.
Look at this. Wide open. Can anybody touch it?
Michael, what do you say about this play?
The kid is just a phenomenal athlete, man. I didn't think anybody wanted to tackle him there either.
Romo, by the way, passes Troy Aikman, Cowboys' all-time touchdown record.
I said it was fitting that he passed it to 88 to break that record.
All right. How about Bryce Brown, the 7th-round pick out of Temple? 17 yards. He thinks he's still running. He had another huge night, and he also had a huge mistake, which you will see momentarily. 4 plays later, Nick Foles, who played okay, to Riley Cooper, and we call this the Mini Cooper over the car.
I love it.
Great throw and catch.
Man, Riley Cooper has made quite a few of these plays. This is what he did at the University of Florida. You give him an opportunity, he answers the call.
Hey, Carr got paid a lot of money to stop that play right there, though, Dion.
Yes,
You're
absolutely.
right about that. Speaking of a lot of money to stop plays.
Well, 4th and 1, Jason Garrett calls this, and Murray gets close to the first down, but they measure it. He didn't get it. Jason Garrett makes his first pass since like the 03 season. He challenges it, and they look at it, and you know what? Jason Garrett was right. Upon further review, we got a first down, folks.
He had that 100-yard jumbotron to look at. He had a good picture of it.
All right, so same drive, Romo, and this is a dart to Miles Austin. When he's healthy, this is a different offense.
And here again, nobody's tackling in that second.
Can somebody cover in the second? These 2 corners collectively are playing some of the worst football. It's not him. We can put the circle around the linebacker all we want. Watch, the cornerback ain't covering nobody, ain't tackling nobody.
All right, so we're all tied up here. It's getting interesting. Next Cowboys drive, Dez Bryant, who had to deal with cramping, had an IV, all sorts of stuff. Romo to Dez Bryant. 3rd straight 100-yard effort.
Say that again, Chris.
3rd straight 100-yard effort for the 88 club.
And I say this, man, when you start making plays on the field, you can help people move past some of the bad young stuff off the field.
And this time, Jason Witten gets inside the 5. Kirk Coleman banged up on that play, by the way.
Safety's out of place again, though. I don't know what they're doing in the back end. I'm not a DB, but I can see what's wrong. It is real wrong.
It's monster stuff. Monster. Get out of my way.
This right here is called total disrespect. I don't even respect you.
I felt like I
you
was
off me 10 yards, you're scared, I'm going to throw it out there, and you make something happen.
Well, you remember Mike Irvin doing this to you?
By the way, I prematurely gave him a hundy. He got 6 catches for 98 yards and 2 scores. Ensuing Eagles drive, Bryce Brown, 169 on the ground, and then 1 football on the ground.
You can't do this as a running back in this business. I don't care how big, how fast, how athletic you are. You cough that ball up, you're going to find your rear end on the bench.
Yep. 50-yard return by Morris Claiborne, the first-round pick for the Cowboys.
Yeah,
simple play, guys.
Great
simple
play, though. Great play. Cowboys defense make plays when they need to make plays.
That's a brother. He may be out of the league. He beat that up.
Hey, Brown, in his first 2 starts, ran for almost 350 yards. That ain't bad. He was getting an earful, though, from Andy Reid. The Eagles did get a late punt return for a touchdown by Johnson. Got a 2-point conversion. They got close. They got close. But they didn't quite get the win.
Eagles and the Bucs at 6-6. Josh Freeman's Bucs 1 game back behind the Seahawks for the final NFC wildcard spot. Andy Reid, meanwhile, thinking, can I still get McNabb back? It's quite possible. Second quarter, no score. 3rd and 17 in the Bucs 40-yard line. Bucs blitz forces Nick Foles to quickly throw off his back foot to Jason Avant. Look at that one-handed catch. You might not see a better catch all year. Let's take a few more looks at that. I can't see it enough. Eagles would settle for a field goal 5 plays later. They lead 3-0. Eagles' next possession still up 3-zip. 1st and goal at the Bucs 10. Nick Foles doesn't find anybody, doesn't see anybody. Instead, just kind of eases his way into the end zone for a 10-yard touchdown. You know, the Bucs thought, well, it's not Michael Vick. He's not going to run for a 10-yard touchdown. Oh, he did. Eagles up 10-zip in the break. 3rd quarter now, still 10-0. 3rd and goal. Josh Freeman finds Mike Williams, who outjumps Nnamdi Asomugha for a touchdown. Asomugha, who had just returned from a neck injury earlier in the first half, can't stop Williams. 2 Bucs possessions later, trailing 10-7. Freeman again finds Vincent Jackson, who fully extends to make the catch. Jackson in the middle of a big day. 4th quarter, 7 plays later, 2nd and goal, the Eagles 13. Freeman rewards Vincent Jackson. 13-yard touchdown. The Bucs take their first lead of the day, 14-10. Vincent Jackson back after a couple weeks of being MIA. And he's hungry. I'm going to eat. I'm hungry too. I think I'll have a snack. Next Bucs possession, still leading 14-10. Freeman, quick slant to Vincent Jackson. Nnamdi Asomugha covers him. He slips, and Jackson goes 28 yards. Down to the Eagles' 12. He would go for 6 and 131 and a touchdown. 3 plays later, Doug Martin into the end zone for a 4-yard touchdown run. The muscle hamster helps give the Bucs a 21-10 lead. You figure that's it, lights out, right? No, because the Eagles had Nick Foles. Foles looking for Clay Harbor. Safe harbor in the end zone. Eagles would go for the 2-point conversion, wouldn't get it. Trailed 21-16. Eagles get the ball back. 2 minutes left. 3rd and 14. Nick Foles finds Jeremy Maclin wide open for 14 yards, or 23 yards rather. Maclin had 9 catches for 104 yards on the day. 55 seconds left to go. 4 plays later, 4th and 1. Foles scrambles 3 yards for the first down. He had 27 yards rushing on the day. 5 plays later, it is 4th and 5. 16 seconds left to go. This is it. So Nick Foles goes to his go-to guy, Jason Avant, for 22 yards and a first down. They rush to the line to spike it. Gotta spike it, gotta spike it, gotta spike it. And they spike it. 2nd and goal with 2 seconds left. Reed and Foles talk the play over and say, look, you got to throw for a touchdown here. Who would it be? Nick Foles looking. Jeremy Maclin. Touchdown Eagles, their first win in 70 days. They win at 23-21. Nick Foles, 381 and 2 scores in the victory.
Eagles out of contention, as you know. Michael Vick out of the game. Nick Foles and company showing a lot of fight early, having to fight back, in fact, from an early deficit. That is Carlos Dunlap stripping the ball from Jeremy Maclin. The Bengals take possession at the 44 and punch it in a few plays later, up 7-0. Eagles 3 and out on their next drive appear to be a little confused getting set for the punt. Clay Harbor late getting on the field, then the guy next to him gets his butt kicked. Literally, Marvin McNutt pushed right into the punt. Daniel Herron recovers, and the Bengals turn that into a field goal. So it's 10-0 Cincinnati, but the tide turns in the second quarter, and it turns in a big way. Nick Foles finding Jeremy Maclin here wide open down the right sideline. He's got a lot of making up to do for that first quarter fumble. Remember, he picks up 46 yards here. And 2 plays later, Foles and Riley Cooper take it the rest of the way. This is Foles' 5th touchdown of the season. It cuts the Bengals lead to 3. And then the defense comes alive. Todd Bowles, the DC since mid-October, has gone 5 games now without a forced turnover. That is about to change in a big way. Here, boom, Brandon Graham with the forced fumble on the sack. Trent Cole recovers it. Eagles turn it into a field goal. Then, 2 Bengals possessions later, they do it again. Although this time it's Cullen Jenkins that gets to Dalton. Darryl Tapp that gets the ball. Once again, though, it results in a field goal. Eagles up 13-10 at the half.
Second half, Philly trying to drive, and Foles not good with the deep ball on Thursday night. This would not be a Hall pass. This is a Hall catch, as in Leon Hall. Foles was his first INT in his last 169 passes. It was the longest active streak. He completed just 16 of 33 tosses on this night, ensuing Bengals possession. Dalton, he completed less than 50% of his passes, was sacked 6 times, but he scores his 4th rushing touchdown with the emphatic spike afterward. Bengals up 17-13. Next, Eagles possession. As you take a look at this, he just gets one great move on Michael Kendricks, and that gives the Bengals the lead for good on this night. So the next Eagles possession, Bryce Brown. You're not going to be a running back in this league long if you keep fumbling it. He is tied for the most lost fumbles among all running backs this year with 4. That one gets recovered, and a touchdown by Wallace Gilberry. The Bengals forcing 5 turnovers on this night. The Eagles have turned it over a league high 34 times. Fourth quarter with the Bengals up a pair of touchdowns. On the short kick, it's, oh no, Cedric Thornton. And if you're wearing number 72, don't put your mitts on this. It's another turnover. Cincinnati scored 31 points on 5 Eagles turnovers. Here, Dalton to A.J. Green, his first touchdown in the last 4 games, and his league-leading 11th on the year. Bengals outscore the Eagles 24-0 in the second half. They win it 34-13. They now hold that 6th playoff berth in the AFC, at least for now, as they have now won 5 of their last 6 games overall.
Huge game in the NFC East. The Redskins at the Eagles. RG3, big story all week, coming back from a right knee sprain. Missed last week, playing now. Andy Reid, last home game of the season for Philadelphia. Second quarter, Philadelphia ball leading 7-6. This is 3rd down and 12. And this is Nick Foles looking for Jason Avant, but that's picked off, thrown right to London Fletcher.
What did he throw,
I think it was tipped.
I think it was tipped.
Yeah. It looked like a what?
Well, a little bit of a medicine ball. Yeah,
Very much
usually
so.
gets receivers hurt over the middle of the field.
RG3, little quick flip to Josh Morgan, breaking tackles into the end zone. The Redskins leading 13-7.
They did not want RG3 hanging onto the football very long today. Didn't roll him out a lot. Wanted to protect him and not expose him in that knee.
3rd down and 10. Good one here, looking deep to Santana Moss.
You can't.
Nice job of getting the feet in.
Yes, great catch, great job, Santana. But you can't throw this ball any better.
That's beautiful.
One in and a little drag with the left foot. Touchdown Redskins, and the Redskins adding to that lead there to make it 27-13.
It was very efficient, courtesy of RG3 today.
This is not so efficient.
No.
That's picked off by Colt Anderson, taking back 37 yards.
Well, if you told me he was going to complete 16 of 24 for almost 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, and that interception, I'd take that every day, twice on Sunday. That equates to a quarterback rating of 102.4.
Yep, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's very good. Eagles, next possession. Foles to LaShawn McCoy. Gets a first down and picks up 21 yards to the Washington 17.
Nick Foles hasn't been bad.
No.
He hasn't really been great, but he hasn't been bad.
Hasn't lost games for him.
No, he has not.
Deion Lewis, 17 yards. The Eagles hanging around now, trailing only by 7.
Division game. I thought the Eagles played inspired.
They did.
I mean, looking to send the Redskins home.
3rd and 6. RG3 to Pierre Garçon gets 5. That's a yard short. Redskins forced to punt. RG3 only 4 rushing yards today. Eagles next possession, 3rd down and 1. LaShawn McCoy.
Shady.
Making it happen there for 6.
And it shows me a lot about the character of LaShawn McCoy, because a lot of guys with the season going for the Philadelphia Eagles as it was, he could have
come back.
Yeah, he would have sat it down. And he came back and played hard.
That should have been a game tire. That
He was
should have been
open.
a game tire. They had another opportunity.
23 seconds, no timeouts. Next play, Foles to McCoy. He gets 12.
And still gets out of bounds.
Yeah, smart.
First down and goal at the Redskins' 5-yard line.
Next play. Why they weren't getting him the football.
Hit him right between the 8 and the 6.
Wow, that's Evan Moore.
Evan.
The Eagles miss another touchdown opportunity. Foles now pressure with 8 seconds left.
And see, those are the mistakes that young quarterbacks make, that veteran quarterbacks might not make.
So 1 second left, but a penalty on the play. Foles did not get the ball back to the line of scrimmage, called for illegal forward pass. 10-second runoff, and that is your ball game.
Redskins were not at their best, but give them a lot of credit for hanging in there, winning their 6th in a row.
All right, the highlights of that game. The Eagles and the Giants. Eli Manning need a win, and also losses by the Bears, the Vikings, and the Cowboys. Out since mid-November. Michael Vick now starting for the injured Nick Foles. Andy Reid, his 14th season, potentially his last game. Opening kickoff, Justin Tryon touches it. Brandon Hughes recovers. Philadelphia ball by 47. Hey,
got nothing else to lose, right?
Yeah.
Got nothing to lose. Why not?
Just a job.
And they go ahead and give it right back.
Yeah.
Michael Vick picked off by Stevie Brown, takes it back to the Philadelphia 26.
I think there's going to be, obviously, master the obvious here, a lot of change in Philadelphia. The head coaching situation, the quarterback situation. A lot will be different in Philly next year for sure.
Eli Manning, only 13 completions today. Got a lot out of those 13. There is his first touchdown pass, finding Ruben Randall. Giants up 7-0. Next Giants possession. Still 7-zip. Michael Vick on the bench, trying to figure out the defense. He's watching Eli Manning do this. Working on Nnamdi Asomugha. That's Ruben Randall. And that's another Giants touchdown.
We've said this a lot, haven't we, Dare, about Nnamdi Asomugha. Obviously, he's going to be tied to that expensive contract he signed, but just has not delivered.
Yeah, this year he has not had an elite year like he had previously before coming to Philadelphia. He has definitely struggled all year.
Justin Tuck, the sack on Michael Vick. That drive would end in a punt. Giants with the football back, facing 3rd down and 4. Manning out of the backfield wants Ahmad Bradshaw. Got him. 41-yard gain down to the Eagle 28.
Well, that Eagle defense has struggled all year long. They made the change, obviously, from Juan Castillo to Todd Bowles, and one thing remained constant. They weren't good this year.
Nice job in the pocket by Eli Manning. A little extra time. Good catch, Ahmad Bradshaw. Or, pardon me, David Wilson. Touchdown Giants.
Nice grab.
Where was all of this offense the last couple of weeks?
Exactly what I was thinking. Where have they come?
Giants leading 21-0. 4th down and 1 from the 7. Vick, Jeremy Maclin.
A little vintage Michael Vick, a little late, but people saying he's putting on his audition now for other teams. We'll see.
That was 11 plays, 80 yards. This is another Giant touchdown. Ahmad Bradshaw gets in. The Giants leading 28-7. They score touchdowns on their first 4 possessions. 3rd down and 9 from the 10. Michael Vick to Damaris Johnson. Can't throw it much better.
I have the perfect destination for Michael Vick next year. I'll save that for later. But I have the perfect destination.
You'll bring it up when the power pole comes
up.
Look at that hit. Vick to Jeremy Maclin. Hit by Will Hill. The Giants take over on downs there. That was 4th and 5.
If I'm a Giant defensive player, I'm not strutting at any time after the way they've played the last several weeks.
Look how open Victor Cruz is.
You know, and everyone talks about Andy Reid. I think part of the problem was the decision-making and who he hired to run his offense and defense. They have just been porous all year long.
Giants win 42-7. However, the Giants needed to win and also have the Vikings, or pardon me, the Bears lose to get in. The Bears have knocked off the Lions. So Chicago remains alive, and the New York Giants, big win today, but they have been eliminated.